How's it going, listeners? Welcome back to Cubold Cast. Today we're going to be talking about the indie game Afterparty and some Gamescom highlights.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And we see in the chat, Casey and Melon are here right away.
We're a little early today, too. Jay's got something to do after this. So it's going to be a quick one, actually. Pretty quick.
You know, if more people actually join earlier, maybe it would be worth it doing a little bit earlier in the morning.
I don't mind.
I don't mind either, yeah.
That'd actually be pretty cool. I actually didn't watch Gamescom at all.
I didn't either.
I only watched the opening night, which is, I think, is the most interesting.
The same day, I saw trailers pop up all over the place for things that I was interested in.
Mm-hmm.
Or at
But,
least,
yeah.
like, news.
The Jeff Keighley. Jeff Keighley is the...
Oh.
He's the one that does opening night.
Geoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's also that guy that tried to, like, get in on...
He
like, went on stage and said something stupid.
He tried to do the Bill Clinton kid meme thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what his main goal was. It was just really...
It was really embarrassing.
Really sad.
Yeah. What's up, Lieutenant Mango?
He's not going to get the same press that the other kid did.
No, he got majorly booed.
Yeah.
Like, people were like, okay, this again, really?
People are saying that Jeff needs to have better security up there.
He kind of does.
I mean, what if there's someone actually wanted to, like, do something harmful?
Was that the same... Was that him at... when the other kid did it?
It was Jeff, yeah.
It was, but he wasn't up there at the time.
That was Game Awards.
The
right?
people for Elden Ring were, what is it? They were getting the award. They're doing their speech for Game of the Year for Elden Ring. And then he went up with them and stood behind them. And at the last second, he said that. Like, that's remember when we were streaming it?
Yeah, we missed
We were
it.
cleaning up all the food and everything. And then he just did it. And we just totally missed it. And we got home and we're like, oh, wait, what? That just happened?
That's
We weren't sure what
crazy.
people were saying about Bill Clinton.
It was so random.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce your name? Cubold.
Cubold. I don't even know if that's the correct way to say it.
Probably
that's just
not
how we. That's
Cubold.
just how we.
That's, yeah.
We made our own
Made it, yeah.
pronunciation.
Andy still got VR. Ben still has a VR, but he never
it's
uses
still
it.
collecting dust.
So,
You know what you do?
but we could talk about some of the games from Gamescom.
The thing I'm most excited for is definitely Little Nightmares 3.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
but
which we have a trailer.
Is there
Yeah.
actually a
But
trailer?
Have you not seen it?
I saw the Steam page.
Oh, it looks good. The other thing to note is that it's actually not the same.
You can pull it
studio
up, Ben.
doing it.
I know.
Yeah.
I heard about that.
So I'm like,
It's by Supermassive though.
I
Yeah.
have faith in them, but I'm also a
So-
little worried.
I'm not expecting the same level, but I'm hoping it's going to be somewhere near the same level.
Apparently, this one is going to have co-op.
Mm-hmm.
That'll be cool.
Which, I mean, if that's the case,
We can honestly play that here.
Two
like,
player.
we have
Well,
4
could switch-
people
yeah,
here.
We could swap
Mm.
off.
we could just play it all together. Unless, Ben, you don't want to play Little Nightmares. If it's too scary for you.
Oh, wasn't it scary for him
Mm.
previously?
No.
Now, did you play him, Ben?
I did. I just hate chase sequences.
Oh,
You know-
so you were afraid.
Chug, we were over someone's house. I'm not gonna like out them on purpose, but we were staying there in New York a couple years ago, and someone was playing Little Nightmares 2 and was like terrified of it, and I had to finish it for them. I don't know if you remember that. I'm not gonna out
Ah.
people on the live, but
I don't
I feel like I know who you're talking about.
yeah. Maybe,
Yeah.
Who else do you know?
Oh,
yeah.
Funny.
okay.
We were
Wow.
playing in the basement, and he was getting scared of like the thing in the water, and he wanted me to do the part for him.
I remember that. Yeah, that was awesome.
That's funny.
But yeah, Little Nightmares. Even you could play it. Basically, what's cool about it is that it has like little things like the mirror.
Game cap.
I think we were talking about it before, but the mirror in the actual
Oh, yeah,
trailer.
yeah. Same universe, I think, right?
Yeah,
Just not
it's the
about
same
six.
universe. It's just a different developer that's taking over.
Not that we know of. I don't want to spoil anything for those who haven't played them.
You just keep the volume low,
ones.
Ben.
I know. I'm just trying. The game capture wasn't working.
Oh, okay.
Auto capture.
Mm-hmm.
Bandai Namco.
I mean, those are pretty big shoes to fill, though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's hard to beat that indie vibe. I
Mhm.
think that is a developer wants to convey, and they put their all into it. So when a big studio takes over, I'm not always confident they're able to hit the same thing.
Supermassive isn't
Massive.
huge.
What else did they do though?
The Quarry
They did
anthology
they did
games.
the anthology.
So they're pretty big.
They're big, but they're not like
They're
Ubisoft, EA.
yeah, but they're AAA.
Okay,
They
yeah.
get big
they're
name
they're
actors
AAA
for
yeah.
their games.
It just
It-
looks.
it
It,
has
just looks so.
The sound and
good.
everything, like all the little like sound effects, are still there.
I hope they're not showing too much here.
It's only a minute trailer.
It still has
Oh.
that Tim Burton like music and feel.
Yeah.
Love
They
it.
only show like maybe 1 or 2 of the things that are after you.
Yeah.
Mm.
Which
That's
one
that
of them is the
mirror.
baby. Yeah, that thing.
Oh, that's creepy.
Yeah.
But that's
Okay.
really the only thing they show.
So maybe they kept on some of the same like art directors or something.
Yeah.
Either they kept on the same art director, or the original developers gave them their like unused stuff, and they used that for this.
Mm.
Which I feel like they probably had a backlog of all different types of things that they've created.
So what are
That they
the
didn't
original
use.
developers working on now?
I don't know. It's a new
Something
IP
new.
apparently.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
So
That's
Looks
that's
good,
probably the
though.
coolest thing I saw.
I don't know. Crimson Desert. I mean, it's at the bottom, but
I have no clue what that is.
oh,
I don't know
Ben, you
either.
can play the trailer.
Any of those games that has like a completely new name, I'm always skeptical about because
This is by the people who made Black Desert,
oh,
but
I
this
mean,
is single player RPG.
What was Black Desert?
it's an MMO.
Yeah, but this is an
Oh.
RPG. It's a single player
It's
RPG.
known as super grindy MMO.
Hmm.
But
I mean, didn't we see a trailer for
Combat
this
looks
first?
pretty cool.
'Cause it looks very much like Chivalry combined
looks
with
like a-
some like Japanese
What,
stuff.
this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, this looks intense.
I don't know.
The fighting looks
The
intense.
first trailer that I saw for this game, it looked really good, and this trailer just made it look so much better.
So what kind of a game is it?
It's an RPG,
Huh.
open world RPG.
This does look pretty cool.
I like the fighting style.
Yeah. Graphics look good. Reminds me of like Elden Ring mixed with Chivalry.
Yeah.
It's like and Valhalla mixed with that. It kind of reminds me of
I've
Valhalla.
never played
a little
Valhalla.
bit.
Kind of, yeah.
What was that?
Oh,
kid?
and
Valhalla-
maybe like Kingdom Come Deliverance a little bit.
Valhalla is interesting. It's definitely a time suck.
I thought that shield on his back was Spider-Man for a minute. It kind of looked like the mask.
But there's like sky islands, kind of like
Oh.
In this?
yeah.
Oh wow.
There's like I think there's like supernatural abilities you can get too.
This interface looks very much like Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Is that a giant? Oh, fishing? I'm getting it.
Wait, there's like mythical stuff in it? Oh yeah.
Yeah, there is.
That's cool.
That is pretty cool.
I know
This is
this.
pretty
This
You can pet
game
the
That's a
just
dog.
donkey in the back.
and you can
You can
pet,
pet the
cats
cat.
and
You
dogs.
can pick up the
I mean,
cat,
come
too.
on.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right, sold.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, those are the Sky Islands?
Yeah,
It looks like an open world RPG with just a mix
there's
of
puzzles. It's just so much stuff in it.
yeah, a mix of fantasy in there. Not super high fantasy. That's definitely Assassin's Creed inspired.
Oh yeah, there's a ton of different things that it looks like.
They haven't showed a desert once.
Crimson Desert?
Because the name's Crimson Desert.
I think
It's
referring
following
to an
the
ocean of
Black
blood.
Desert, Ben. It's following like that type of thing, I guess.
Dude, was that a drift on a horse? It was like that one battle
What in the
royale.
world?
Whoa, what?
That's crazy. Is he flying?
Oh, that's
He can
cool.
fight Groot.
It's pretty sick.
It does look really cool.
It's
Actually,
Tears
it
of
looks
the
like Breath.
Kingdom
Of,
now.
yeah, Tears of the Kingdom.
Oh wait,
Mixed
just
with
watch for the
Chivalry and
Sky
Elden
Island
Ring.
part. I'm trying to think of when it was.
There's a mix of a ton of games.
There's so much to take in here.
I
It's like
know.
so much happening.
I hope they do a lot of things right, as
Yeah.
opposed to like a ton of
Trying
things.
to do so many
okay.
things at
It's
once.
very ambitious.
Yeah.
They've been working on this game for years though.
Is that a dragon? A mechanical dragon?
Boss
So
fight.
now they're bringing in like Horizon Zero Dawn elements.
Yeah. The thing is, like, this is either going to be like
That's definitely
amazing or mediocre.
man. I wonder if these guys came up with this like on their own, and then saw Tears of the Kingdom come out with the Sky Islands and stuff, and they're
oh,
like,
maybe.
"Oh man,
That would be so annoying.
I don't know.
That's
It's
crazy.
It's
it does look very cool."
it looks really cool.
The face paint and stuff look AC Valhalla ish.
Yeah.
That is true, yeah. And then that also looks like Diablo. Just like
What?
the way that the classes are
Oh, yeah.
set like that.
Looks pretty cool.
Yeah,
does.
I like the look of that.
Oh, Nightingale.
Yeah, Nightingale.
Do you remember? This was like announced like what, last year or the year before?
A couple years ago, I think, 2021.
When did
But-
we watch the trailer for this?
Last year. Actually, I think the reveal trailer was last year
Yeah.
at some point. But this is a survival, open world survival multiplayer.
You know what's
It's
weird?
single player multiplayer, so like it's kind of like The Forest
Mhm.
where you go in and
Oh yeah. Oh, that looked really bad. What was that?
Oh, I just
That
looked
chopping
down.
the
mechanic?
mining.
No, he was chopping wood. It looked
I
like
just looked down for a minute.
Rust from 2013.
Oh yeah,
What is that?
that did look.
I mean,
pretty
as
bad.
long as everything else is fine, I don't really
Everything
think-
else? If the core mechanics are jank, I don't know. This. Oh, okay. So yeah, I remember which one this is.
This is the one with the giant.
Hmm.
You can fight giants together.
It looks like a vampire.
Yeah. Wait, isn't there vampire elements to this?
There might be, yeah.
That's a weird.
Honestly, after the last trailer, I'm not too sure about this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. I have
The
I have
first
high hopes
trailer-
for this.
You have high hopes for everything, though.
The first
Eh.
trailer.
I hear that a lot. I feel like the last game had many similar looking games, like that dragon one from a few years ago. I don't even know what that was called.
Dragon.
It
one?
looked really cool. Yeah, it kind of. I don't even know what it was called anymore. It was like an open world RPG with dragons, and it looked very realistic. I mean, it was like 2 years ago we saw it.
Huh.
You don't even remember what it was.
I don't. It's out or
I
they
have no
showed it
idea.
off?
I haven't seen a single thing about it since that trailer. And we were all kind of excited for it.
Hmm.
I don't know. We'll watch this game and see.
Yeah. I mean, I'm Jones. A multiplayer game like Rust or
Mhm.
Yeah. If it has good
Arc.
multiplayer, then I could probably set aside any like jank.
yeah.
Because we do that for other games.
I think early
Yeah.
access too. Coming out in early access.
Hmm.
Was it Armor Core?
Armored Core came out the
Oh my!
Friday.
What's going on?
They
Tons of
died?
people.
Well, what just happened? A lot of people are in the chat.
What happened?
Ben, what's going
I
on?
don't know. I'm just trying to.
You
Little
guys shoot
Friends.
some melon. What are you going on about?
Game
that was
reminds
when
me of
you were
Little
watching
Nightmares.
Little Nightmares.
That is Little Nightmares.
Yeah. Little Best Friends. No, it is Little Nightmares 3.
Was it Monster Hunter? No, they don't like Monster Hunter.
No.
It's not my type of gameplay.
Grim VR, Rust in VR.
Wait, Rust in VR?
No, Grim VR is like Rust in VR.
Oh.
That's what they're saying.
The new PlayStation device.
Oh yeah, the handheld.
Yeah. How is that?
It's a remote play device.
Is it
I know,
even
but what
out?
are people saying besides that?
It's not out yet.
I
They're
don't
saying
know.
it's decently priced.
You sent that a long ago? No, we didn't have the chat up. We were watching the trailers, and so we didn't have the chat up for a little bit.
I don't
so-
understand the new remote play device. Like, if you already have a PS5, I can see it because like maybe you can be in the other room playing on it.
Background.
But I feel like, oh yeah, you're right. I feel like if you just, I don't know. I feel like it's like a companion device. It's like the Wii U.
yeah. There's like
Yeah.
there's no reason other than just playing handheld in your home
Yeah.
because you can't do it outside. It does.
The Spider-Man PS5.
It might be really comfortable, but it does look odd.
You know what they should have done? Is just brought the PSP back and updated.
They honestly should have.
Mm-hmm. Or a new PlayStation handheld.
Yeah,
Or literally do this thing, but actually have it do other things
and it could
besides
play
remote play.
PS5 games.
I'd literally buy that.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
I love the PlayStation 5 controller enough to the
Yeah.
point where I'd actually buy that.
And you can play the PlayStation exclusives.
Yeah. I don't
Yeah,
know.
that'd be really cool. Although
don't
they'd
know
have
why
to
they
make
would do
it
that.
for another console. And I don't know if they want to get into that again based on their last handheld experience with the Vita.
Yeah.
Just not a lot of developers made games for it.
Well, I know the Steam Deck did well. I feel like if it could play the PlayStation 5 games at a solid 30, so it'll be less expensive than a PS5, so people can buy it and just play them handheld.
No, I don't know who it's for. Like, I know there are people who like, yeah, I want to lay in bed and play my PlayStation or whatever, but I mean, people have been doing this with the Steam Deck because they can actually download a certain app that lets them remote play already.
Mhm.
Mm.
So you can buy a Steam Deck, play and like pretty much anything you want on the go, offline,
I'd say
and do remote play.
I'd say the only thing is if you don't have to be in the same house.
Mm.
Like if
Mhm.
you took it
But
somewhere
that would be.
and you had your PS5 on, and you could play it from your PlayStation 5. That's the
I don't
only
know.
reason I could see anybody trying to actually getting this.
You go to a hotel, the Wi-Fi is gonna suck. It's not gonna be good enough to actually stream a game from.
Yeah, Casey's right. You can with Xbox, you can literally just play on your phone or your iPad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We did that
Mhm.
not too long ago, and it was amazing. Well, you can tell a little bit.
I was
There's a
actually
little
doing
delay.
it on. I downloaded it on Steam Deck, and I was playing Halo just on the TV. It was crazy.
Wow.
Mm.
I played Sea of Thieves. I was playing the Monkey Island
Oh,
DLC.
Sea of Thieves is so good on the Steam Deck.
Yeah, and like people didn't tell the difference that it was a remote play,
Yeah.
but that was through Ethernet connection.
I mean, I noticed there was a little bit of latency,
A
but you
small
get
amount.
used to it after like 2 minutes.
But-
Yeah.
If you don't play on Ethernet, you do get more noticeable delay.
Mm-hmm.
So it being a handheld, you're gonna have a significant amount of delay just in your house.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If you're like, you're not gonna play Modern Warfare on a little handheld like that.
Mm.
It's gonna be too much delay to enjoy it.
Yeah. Your friend hopped on Fortnite and Forza during school on what? Oh, on the phone? On Xbox
Yeah,
for
that's
Xbox?
awesome. In school, we downloaded Hello Neighbor onto one of the computers. And
Oh
we're playing.
yeah.
Hello, neighbor.
Yeah.
That series
And then you
is
alt
like-
F4 real quick when someone comes in.
Yep.
The series has died. Hello, neighbor.
They just launched
Alpha 2.
Hello something.
Hello Engineer.
There's so many.
It's so stupid.
But
But I wanted to mention Armored Core. Just like
yeah, I mean that's been everywhere.
it's one of those games that it doesn't look like it might be fun.
No, I always thought it might be fun because we used to play those types of games on Miniclip a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like there were a couple mech games we played on a regular basis.
Yeah.
And we enjoyed those a lot. So I don't know. I have to see what the story and gameplay
What is
is.
it? Ben can attest. I was raging yesterday.
Oh,
Is it Souls like?
It's not a Souls like at all.
is
no
there
way.
good destruction, like on the mechs?
Yeah.
Like you can shoot their arm off and then disable their weapons and stuff.
They kind of just blow up.
Yeah, because I like
But-
I like games where you can disable like parts of enemies.
Honestly, you're going so fast, you're not even gonna be able to notice.
huh?
Like it's so fast paced. It's ridiculous. But basically, when you get to the bosses have like these shields. You have to disable the shields, and then you could damage them and themselves, and their shields come on again, and then you have to
Mm.
disable the shield again. And it's like
It sounds kind of grindy.
it's kind of grindy, but it's fun.
Reminds me
I
of
don't
one of
know.
those like free game. Well, I never played it, and I know it's. People say it's really good, but like the look of it and the premise reminds me of what like those PS3 games.
Or
That you download
that
for
free
free.
Yeah.
mech game that you could play on
Yeah,
mobile.
but I know it's nothing. It's probably like way.
I don't know.
Way,
Yeah,
way, way
if
better
you
than
guys
that.
are just ever interested, just try it off my account.
I might try it from your library.
And I
don't know if
heard
I'll
it
keep up
runs
with
about 45 to 50 FPS in the Steam Deck.
Oh wow.
So,
The Quest 3 is that the new $1,500 one,
Quest
it might
3?
be
or is that the
Oh.
Quest Pro? I'm thinking of.
the Quest, whatever the newest Quest is. Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
that
I
one
haven't seen it.
Worth it?
I mean,
Maybe.
you'll probably still play it for a month, and then it'll
Yeah.
be sitting on your
That's
shelf.
just how
for-
VR is right now.
I don't know.
At least for
I see
me.
it. Yeah.
And Ben hasn't played his in a while. He played it so much we called him a VR goblin for a couple months, and then he
Mhm.
hasn't touched it. And
This is
Yeah.
we literally straight up said we're like, oh yeah, Ben's not gonna touch it after a little bit, and look what happened. We knew it. Happens every
You
time.
got it for Christmas, right?
Yeah.
2 years ago.
Yeah.
Fort Solis,
there's Fort Solis.
which got mixed reviews because of the optimization.
The game released as like a $30 game,
25,
$25 game,
Huh.
which is
and
crazy.
it was
Yeah.
on sale when it released for 20. I was
Hmm.
like, that's crazy.
I haven't even seen. I don't remember any of the gameplay, or I don't remember what type
I don't know.
of game it is.
People that played it said that it's mostly just a walking simulator. You walk through like the facility.
Huh.
It's nothing like if you're going into it like wanting more Resident Evil.
I thought it was. It looked
Callisto type
like,
of
yeah, it
thing?
looked like Callisto to me.
It's not what it is.
Huh.
It's very very story based, and
Is that the one we were saying looked like Resident Evil, or is that a
yes,
different one?
we thought it was gonna
Oh.
be Resident Evil, but
Huh.
but it's Troy Baker and the guy who played Arthur Morgan.
Oh,
wow.
it's that one. Okay.
That game, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Huh. That one
Huh.
looked pretty good.
But I
pretty
think
cool.
I think they put all their money into the actors and not into the game.
Mm.
Yeah. I hate
So-
that.
We already saw. Well, earlier we talked about Streets of Rogue 2, which I think it used to be roguelike, and now it's gonna be an open world.
Yeah,
It's gonna be like a party game almost.
I don't know. You guys probably never played it, but Ben and I played it co-op a bunch. It's just like this 2D world, and usually you have one objective, and it's like kind of typical roguelike where there's like 3 stages in each main area, and then you move on to the next area. So like stage 1, your mission is to like kill 4 or 5 mob bosses or something. So you go around the world, kill their henchmen, kill them, or so it could be like pick the locks of a bunch of safes or blow up like buildings or
Just
something.
depends on the class.
Yeah, and then usually at like the second or third area of or level of each area, there's like this chaos modifier. Like there's a giant robot that like lasers you to death or lasers anything in its sight, or every enemy turns into a zombie kind of thing. It's like complete chaos. There's lots of different classes too. Like, I don't even remember most of the classes.
You can make them custom too.
Yeah, like you can be a cop and you have like a club and a gun or whatever. You can handcuff people, or you can be a gangster and you can blend in with like the gangster people. So it was actually pretty fun and felt good unlocking stuff. So I don't know how they're gonna translate that to open world.
There's like or base building now, right? And
Yeah,
like,
which is
in the
really
trailer we saw-
opposite of how the game was.
Yeah.
But it looked pretty fun. So we'll have to see how that is.
There's what is it? Red Dead.
Oh yeah, the PS4 port of Red Dead 1
Why PS4?
because it's what is it? You can play PS4 games on PS5. So they're like, oh,
Do people buy it?
yeah, people buy it.
I'll probably get it on Switch.
$60?
50.
Oh my.
Still, 50 is still a lot of money for a game that came out in 2011.
Rockstar, Ben and I have been playing a little bit of GTA online here and there, and I don't know. I mean, it's fun, but like, they need to innovate.
I can't.
They used to innovate all the time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I can't play it because then I'm just gonna remember all the good times we had on PlayStation.
I don't know.
I think
Like in the
Rockstar.
Insurgency game modes and all those. Like,
Yeah.
Oh well, I haven't played those since PlayStation.
I'm not a huge fan of like the heists just because they take so long.
Yeah,
Like-
there are a bunch of new ones that are better than the ones that we used to play.
The casino heist is really good.
I never even played those.
the-
So
the,
I was gonna
um,
probably play them with Ben.
The Doomsday heist is also really good. The island one is really good. It's a whole new island.
Yeah.
I don't know. They're pretty interesting.
I was thinking about making some sort of video on like how things are now, or
Well, that'd
You
be a
know,
good one.
maybe various like cheats or whatever. Not cheats, but like I don't want it to be like one of those like, here, I got this new cheat in GTA
Yeah.
type video,
Mm.
but like, you know, like cool ways of doing things that people haven't really covered.
I'm sure the game is like probably better than it was in terms of how much content it has. It's just like I don't know if I can get back into it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've
Plus,
tried.
I'm like
I've
probably-
tried to get back into
I'm
it.
probably
You
dirt
got into
poor.
it for a lot. You've played for hundreds of hours.
Well, I'm saying recently, like I literally downloaded it to play with
Oh,
like
yeah.
Jack and Ben.
We didn't really do anything.
I played
though.
for like maybe 30 minutes, and I was just like running around doing nothing. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, this is boring.
That's
So
what
I
we've
just-
been doing.
I,
It's just, like,
I deleted it.
having a team deathmatch and with like rocket launchers and stuff.
I
Yeah.
was just in a jet, and then JJ comes out of nowhere. I'm not even talking to him. I was just in a random lobby.
Yeah, I was waiting for Chug to get off his game because I didn't know how long he'd be on for.
Oh.
And then I just joined.
What,
Ben.
last night?
No, 2 nights ago.
Oh.
And I came out of nowhere with a jet and started shooting Ben down. And then he was sniping me like crazy. But anyway, we can get on to the game.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything else besides MW3 gameplay, which
Oh.
There was
that comes out every
nothing
year.
Yeah, nothing huge.
I don't even usually watch the gameplay for the CODs. I just get it to play with everyone for like
Yeah.
a month, and then
Yeah.
you know.
Well,
it's
all
fun.
you know about MW3 is that all the maps are going to be there's going to be 16 maps at launch,
I don't know how I
which there
feel
was
about it.
12 in MW2.
I want
New
them
maps?
to.
No, it's all going to be remade maps from MW2.
I
But they're
just want.
technically new.
I want them to
Technically, yeah.
bring back some of the fast pace. Like, I don't want to get on the topic of Modern Warfare, but you remember how like it just promoted camping or
Mm.
Sentinel.
Yeah.
Sentinel, yeah.
gameplay.
I remember Shipment.
Oh my goodness.
I'm so glad that shipment wasn't out when I
that
was
was
doing the
mind-numbing.
grind.
The double.
I'm
XP.
so happy.
We were just up late playing for hours.
Yeah.
Like
But you know what was weird is like after playing that, I would go to a normal match and it was so slow. It wasn't
Yeah.
stimulating enough for my brain.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is so boring. And then I'd go back and then I'd hate every second of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a weird week. Everyone was just playing.
That was like a month.
yeah.
All of December, I think it was. Like I played it so much.
Well, you guys got pretty much everything gold, right?
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
That was crazy. Oh, the long shots. You didn't get to.
I didn't I started it and it was too soul crushing.
The long shots were
Oh,
unbearable.
I don't know. When I was getting Orion, I just felt like it was like I was spending all my time doing it.
Yeah.
It was so annoying.
yeah. I don't know if I'll go for that anymore. I just want to have
It
fun.
depends on how easy.
If
the
it
next
transfers
one
over to
is.
Modern Warfare 3, I might try for it.
It
Just because
does.
now I'm just on I'm on headshots.
It does.
Oh, okay.
You
then
can
maybe
get
I'll try to
Orion and
finish
MW3.
Okay.
So
Hmm. So we covered Oxenfree 2. Was it like two
Couple weeks
podcasts ago?
ago.
Something
Yeah.
like that. This is by the same developers and came out after Oxenfree 1.
this
right?
came out in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So
So Oxenfree 1 was obviously very well received. Pretty sure it's overwhelmingly positive.
I think so. Yeah.
mhm.
Very in-depth game. Lots of great voice acting. And this one, two college students end up in hell.
this game is a comedy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all like satire, comedy, stuff like that.
I was trying to think if it's a parody of something else, but I don't think it is. I'm pretty sure it's just its own thing.
It's its own thing. I'm
So
pretty sure.
they end up in hell, and their goal throughout the whole game is to get out of hell, and the only way to get out of hell is to out party Satan and out drink him. It's just like the most ridiculous concept.
So the way hell is in this game, I think we have Terraria hell in the background.
Yeah, we
the
do.
underworld.
That's the only one we could find.
Yeah.
Nice. Ben could find.
It's like basically just Earth, but your job is getting tortured all day. And like everyone has their 9 to 5 torture sessions and then parties all night and then goes back to their miserable lives.
What is it? What is it called when it's like similar?
An
like
allegory.
Yeah, I
I
guess
guess.
it's
I
an
don't know.
allegory for real life.
Yeah.
They take away a lot of like I think Caleb said it. It's like millennial humor
Yeah.
in a way. It's like, oh, my job is the worst, blah blah
Yeah.
blah. Like kind of like I don't know, just negative about a lot of things.
Well, towards the beginning of the game, remember when you need to go and see the what is it? The dude that gives you your punishments or
Mhm.
something. Basically, but you get put into the cage, and you get the other people that get put in the cage. And he's like reading off all the punishments and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then one of them was like, oh, your punishment is to get every single day get all your bones broken by a ball peen hammer.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. It's
Mhm.
like, what?
Yeah, I love the beginning, just because of like how ridiculous it was and the actors reacting to how like ridiculous everything
Oh,
was.
Mhm.
believe us though, it gets weirder later on.
It's super weird.
Yeah, I
It-
watched a little bit of the ending on
Yeah.
YouTube
It's
because my game bugged and I didn't know you could get past a certain thing.
Yeah,
it's funny though, because like not only do the actors like their reaction is funny, but also the demons, everyone hell, like everyone's kind of just like a normal person. Like
Mhm.
the way they act isn't like it's not a character. What am I saying? Caricature.
caricature. Yeah.
It's like everyone seems like they're just like a normal person. Like the demons have a 9 to 5. They go drinking.
what is it? I don't know if you noticed this kill, but when you go to like let's say all the little bars, right? And they have all the like 4 or 5 different drinks you could choose from. If you like read some of them and actually drink some of them, it'll change what you say.
You didn't know that?
It gives an extra
No.
response.
Oh,
No, I don't know if
yeah.
you knew that.
I didn't know that the different ones give you different things.
Like
but-
I drank one that had to do with like pirates, and my guy just kept like saying pirate things.
Oh, I did
Like-
get that one. Yeah.
Yeah, like it's really weird.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think that was kind of a cool like.
The
I-
cool. Sorry, go ahead.
I was thinking that the drinks would unlock more endings and stuff, but it doesn't really. Just more dialogue options
Yeah.
Mhm.
within the already existing ones. So it's not like if it was like you can get really cool endings based on those drinks or whatever, like talking to certain people, I think that'd be even better.
Yeah.
But it's just like if you want to hear them talk about more random stuff, you can do that.
The game is fairly short too, because I pretty much went like straight story.
How long
But
did it take you?
5 hours.
It took me about 5.5
Yeah.
to
It was
beat.
about 5. But the cool thing is like I skipped a lot of opportunities to just talk with random people on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
And for someone who wants to like kind of explore hell, there's like different islands and stuff. You can just go to the bars and talk to people and drink and like play games and stuff. It's
Also,
kind of
there's
cool.
different, or at least there's only like one major choice towards the beginning. So you have to try to get an invitation to Satan's mansion or something. And there's 2 ways you can do it. And you can choose one or the other. But basically, once you choose one of those, you can't do the other one.
Mm.
It's not even a major choice though. You get the same end result pretty much.
You get the same end result, but the people that you talk with and stuff like that are a little bit different.
Well, I was confused because I don't know which one you did.
I did the one where with helping Linda, the rock star lady.
I was helping the guy catch the people who were still alive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
And that was weird because there's this. You talk to 2 people, and both of them are like probably obviously from Earth, still alive, kind of thing. And then you have to choose which one. It's really weird. Like I don't know. You couldn't choose both, could you?
No, but who'd you choose?
I chose Greg.
Yeah, same. That's the correct choice.
Was it?
Yeah,
I thought the other lady was a correct choice as well.
Later on when that your personal demon like is like talking to you, it shows that I don't know, she said something like Greg was like the one or whatever. But when you choose him, he admits to overdosing on medication so that he can like be in a coma and then go into hell and like vacation there.
Oh, he never said that for me. For me, he said he died of
That was
That was
bone
his
disease.
that was his fake. That was his like lie.
I never heard him admit it.
Well, the only reason I chose him is because like he was saying he was an emperor.
he was
in
saying
his life, and it was
with
like-
his
Oh,
friend
yeah.
Han in Indiana.
Yeah. But did you hear his punishment afterwards?
No.
What was it like? Getting eaten by wild boars, consistent like forever.
Well, the other girl was pretty suspicious too, because she was like, "Yeah, I don't know
She was weird. Yeah.
how long days are here or something like that."
Mhm.
And she said some really weird things, like she remembered how she died or something, and Milo was like, "At least you remember who you were or something," because no one else
Yeah.
remembered who they were. So like, I didn't know who to choose. I ended up going with Greg. So I
That's
was
so
wondering
weird.
if it was both of them.
I didn't do that, and so I don't know anything that you guys
Yeah.
are talking
Oh,
about.
okay. Basically, this guy who's like a security guard needs you to help find 2 people who are still alive. The people, I guess, would go into a coma so they could go party in hell for like a few days.
Mm.
And like he had to catch them, and you had to talk to people to figure out who they were.
I guess
Okay.
both of them probably were, but
Yeah.
you just had to find one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the one that I did, I basically had to, this rock star lady, like apparently she's like, oh, I sold my soul to Satan when I was alive, and so I'm in this contract now where I have to play for Satan every single night at this bar or something, and so I had to, get her manager. I talked to her or something to, like because she had a ticket or whatever. The only way I can get into the mansion. And I needed to find people to take over for her that night. So I found like these 3 monks in these shackles. So they're like, and Ben looked over and I'm like, Ben, I'm doing a dance party with these monks. So I had to do a dance party with the monks like chanting in the background.
What?
So weird.
And it was really weird.
I like the random conversations you can have with people. Like, there was one towards the start of the game where you were trying to get upstairs to the guy's party, and then you like, I don't know what you guys did for your choice, but I ended up talking to the 2 guys fighting, the human that was in hell, and then the demon that he was fighting with, and I kind of riled them up to the point where the bouncer would grab them and take them away.
Is that what you're supposed to do?
There's multiple choices. I didn't do that.
I lost the ping or the beer bong or beer, what do we call it, beer pong, so I had to do that. But it was funny because like you would talk to them and then you found out that they were mad at each other because the human was mad at the demon because that demon possessed his like animal stuffed doll when he was a kid and made him go to like an institution.
Oh,
And he was like, it was just funny. He like basically tormented.
Did you like the
him.
social media?
bicker.
Yeah, the social
Bicker,
media was
yeah.
pretty cool too.
One of the things was like, I'm only here because I forgot to make my dog petable in the game or something like that.
Really?
Oh my.
What was
That's great.
I forget what it was, but it was Sam, the taxi driver.
Mhm.
Yeah.
she was like said something about a school, and she's like, yeah, you can only see it on a second playthrough or something.
Yeah.
What was that all about? Do you have to do a
Yeah.
second
I
playthrough?
think you can play multiple playthroughs and there's different things that happen.
Huh.
Hmm.
That's actually kind of interesting.
Like,
Like, I was
the
like,
game's a
she's
bit
breaking
meta.
the fourth wall.
Yeah. So that like the dialogue is obviously the main appeal
Yeah.
and the interesting setting.
It's still very good dialogue, like Oxenfree.
Yeah.
Like the people respond how you would think normal people would respond for the most
Mhm.
part.
Mm-hmm. That's the main thing the game is going for it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of backtracking, which I don't like. And I'm sure it gets more as you go to new areas.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm glad you didn't have to do the 4 elevators again near Satan's house.
Yeah.
You could just
Yeah.
go to the top.
Right to the top.
Yeah.
I don't know what you call those, but there were some of those like meaningless time sucks that they
Well,
would put in.
Yeah.
I think I was talking to you about it before, Caleb, with the Asmodeus section. Basically, you can choose to either do the dance off,
Oh yeah, yeah.
or you can go and help him get him and his wife back together. So basically, if you choose to do the dance off, you just do the dance off and win, and then he gives
what
you
I
the
did.
seal of approval.
Mhm.
Mm.
But if I chose to, because I misclicked. I wanted to just do the dance party, but I misclicked and I clicked go help to get him and his wife back together, and I had to go through this whole. I had to like explore the island and find his wife, and then like actually get her to go back to the place,
Mm.
and then I had to do the dance party. So it was like a mix of
Yeah.
everything.
Huh.
Wow.
But
Yeah.
Asmodeus is still one of my favorite character in the game.
Yeah. I think something else that the game has going for it, like in addition to the dialogue, is I think the game has a lot of charm too. Like
Mhm.
I can tell that they probably just had like a lot of fun making the game.
Yeah, imagine the writing rooms with that, with the people just sitting around talking about really stupid things they can include.
Yeah.
Like that must have been so much fun to figure out. They probably threw out so many ideas.
Yeah. I think the one thing that they probably should have focused on a little more were the bugs. Because
Yeah.
we consistently
Yeah.
had the same bugs.
Mm-hmm.
And the game's been out for what?
3 or 4 years.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, the bug that I got stuck on, you all had the same thing, and I guess there's a way past it. But
you
I was
literally had to just keep walking, and he'll eventually just push itself
yeah,
forward.
because I googled it and I found one Reddit thread where people had the issue and no one gave a fix for it.
Mm.
So like I didn't know what to do there, and I restarted the game multiple times. I was trying to like turn off the frame rate and stuff to fix it, and I don't know.
The weird thing about it is if you think about it this way, like all three of us had the same issue at the same exact spot.
Mm-hmm.
So whoever was QAing the game or playing it, like they had to have gotten stuck there.
Yeah, and you know what's weird is they actually include the bugs on their website. They're aware of them. They just don't fix them. Like
Wow.
they at least one of them they put on their website, like if Milo gets lost or something, they tell you how to fix it, but they don't fix it themselves.
That's weird.
Well, because I was Milo, and I was trying to leave Satan's house right after that section, and I went to the front door, and I realized that Lola wasn't with me, so I went back, and I looked, and she's just stuck on the wall.
Mm.
I'm like, what?
That
And so I
wall glitches a
reloaded,
lot.
and then she spawned next to me, and then I won out.
Huh?
Hmm.
But that was after.
Because I don't think I had bugs up until that point.
Yeah, same.
There
I
was
mean,
also
It was a little janky.
yeah. Aside from the bugs, there was also just a level of refinement that just wasn't there, like you would see on the Oxenfree games. Like I actually did have a couple bugs on Oxenfree too.
There were a few sections when the frame dropped for me for some reason.
I didn't have frame drops, but I had like
Or it was stuttery.
you would clip through people and people would just be floating, or you wouldn't be on the ground yourself. Like just like weird stuff like that.
One thing I noticed is like 2 or 3 dialogue things playing at once.
Yeah,
Like
that
I was
as
like,
well.
what is happening right now? I can't pay
Yeah.
attention.
I think Oxenfree had that issue too. The first one.
Maybe no.
A few times.
I think the second one, maybe like once or twice, but it was very minor
Yeah.
considering all the dialogue that was in the game.
that is true.
Yeah, the Oxenfree games definitely have like that, a little bit more refinement to them. This one's kind of a little sloppy, but I think it was more of a fun project for them.
Yeah,
Mhm.
and I actually in Oxenfree, you do a lot of backtracking, and I know the first game, that was weird.
Yeah.
I was a little critical of that, but the second game, I didn't mind it, because I mean I like the story in both of them, but when you did the walk back and forth, they'd usually talk about their lives, and I was
Mhm.
actually invested in their
Yeah.
in their lives and all those things.
Yeah.
In this game, not as much. Like I didn't really care where they came from. Like does a game, you don't have to spoil it, but does it ever explain like how they died?
Yeah.
No.
Oh, yes.
Huh.
You can ask for.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never asked actually.
Yeah. It's not anything crazy. It's like.
Yeah, we don't even have to have a spoiler section, honestly, because like,
This game is so short that you'll probably, if you're listening to the podcast, you'll probably just kind of forget about it. And if you ever want to play it,
Yeah.
you
It's super straightforward.
yeah.
I mean, even the ending is like super straightforward. There's a little bit of intrigue, I guess.
Also, this game, and you know how Oxenfree was like, you can go up, down, all these different things. This
Mhm.
game, left or right.
well, that's
That's
why
it.
I was
Mhm.
confused as to why there's so many bugs when there's only 2 ways you can go.
Mhm.
Like,
Yeah.
how in the world is there a pathing issue when the path is linear?
Even like I don't know if you guys had issues too, like in some areas where you wouldn't go just left or right, you'd go like up the stairs, like
Mm.
moving and like finding that right like section where you push space or whatever, then go there. Like I had issues with that. I had to like walk away and then come back.
There were times,
the
at least Satan's House was really buggy because there were times where the camera would like zoom way out and I couldn't even see where I was.
At some point, it reminded me of like, do you remember Little Big Planet, where like
Yeah.
people would make those 3D maps with like the glitched material going past like the 2 or 3 layers.
Mm.
It kind of reminded me of that. Like sometimes I was looking at it.
To me, it seems like they just decided to put that other section in there where you go up the walls ceiling thing, and they didn't really polish it much.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a cool idea someone had, and they didn't really flesh it out,
Yeah.
and it caused a lot of bugs, which is weird because like everything else isn't like that in the game.
Yeah.
That part was cool though, besides the bug, but
What?
the wall thing where you walk on the
Yeah.
ceiling.
It's more like a graphic novel than a game. I mean, there are some minor mini game things that you can do in between, and a few choices that only one that really matters, I think,
Mhm.
the ending
Yeah.
choice. But yeah, it's more like just sit and watch, hold left or right on your controller, or
Mhm.
press random
It's like a little
dialogue
small
options.
journey.
Yeah. I enjoyed the game though.
I did too.
I liked
Mhm.
it. It was
Yeah, I was
charming.
actually-
There's some really funny parts too.
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
enjoying it, and I didn't feel like it was a drag, except for like the backtracking parts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I wish I could have finished it. I didn't know that there's a fix for that because I couldn't find
It
one
wasn't
online.
even like
It's not even a fix.
Yeah,
you
it's
kind of just have to.
How'd you even figure that out? Or you just
I just
missing?
kept holding
I
right.
didn't know what
Oh.
to do. I was stuck and then Kale said just keep pushing through it and then I
Yeah.
did it.
and you
I
just
finally
your
got
guy
through.
just eventually.
I was
goes through.
wondering if there's another exit. I didn't know if it was supposed to happen, and it was annoying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, how much was the game?
I think we bought it on sale.
Like $10
I
bucks.
think it was like 10. I think so.
Normally it's what, 20?
I thought it was like, was it like 15, Ben? The game.
It was on sale for
It was on sale for like $10.
Yeah, I mean that's a good price. I think. Like,
Yeah.
I think maybe even I don't know about 20. Maybe 15 is like the sweet spot there.
Yeah.
It's mostly positive on Steam from what I saw,
yeah.
and it looked like the biggest issue was the bugs.
Someone said they didn't like how much dialogue, but that doesn't make any
That's
sense.
the whole
Yeah,
point of
the
the
whole
game.
game.
I don't know if they watched the trailer
Yeah.
at that point.
But like I don't remember you're like, oh look that nice pen. That was a computer. But he's like, oh that demon's stuck on the stairs. I'm like, yep, I had that too.
Yeah.
Like later on.
Yeah.
And then there was another bug. So
You
there
mean
was
a lady
there was
floating in the background on the stairs.
that's what
I don't know if it's a bug, but it was like a thing.
it was weird. I thought there was like 3 major ones. There was
Yeah.
like maybe the one where she got stuck on the ceiling again. I don't know. It was weird.
I mean, aside from the bugs, I did really enjoy the game.
It was
Mhm.
good.
It's
It
not
was
something.
good.
It's not like a super intriguing game. It's super straightforward. It's just
It's like you kind of
fun.
play it and then
yeah,
have a little laugh and then
Fun is the key.
move on.
yeah,
It's not something we're gonna talk about. Like you're from out like, man, I missed that game.
yeah.
Not like Oxenfree 1. And it's I think what hurt them is that Oxenfree is such a classic now, and this game is probably it's not that level.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know if they should have released it under the same studio name.
Yeah.
If maybe they should have released it under like a smaller thing that they came up with
Mm.
just to see how that was, you know?
Yeah.
Because you can't ride on that reputation and then release something that's not as polished.
Yeah.
Although I mean, you have to try some new things though.
Oh yeah, I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
But
So-
I think that in like overall, people were expecting Oxenfree going in.
Yeah, but it didn't hurt the reputation though.
No, it didn't. But the game isn't as positively reviewed as I think it could be.
Oh,
Right.
It would probably be like very positive if they had done it under a different name or something.
yeah.
Yeah. Or fix the bugs.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it would have ever been overwhelmingly, just because it's super
Yeah.
straightforward. But it was a fun little experience. Definitely not anything I've ever played before.
Yeah, for sure.
Different.
It doesn't need a spoiler section. We don't need to go into the end.
No,
because
the
it's like
ending
it's
isn't even-
literally the ending. You know what's gonna happen from the beginning.
Yeah. There's no.
So it's like
spoilers about that.
you kind of just
Mhm.
know.
It's the journey. It's one of those games where
Yeah.
it's like the whole like experience is why you play it, not for any specific story.
It's like watching a fun little movie or like a show.
Yeah.
It's like a funny, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering though,
Charm.
like, would this something like this have been better served as a show or a movie? And I was wondering, like, I don't know if it would have.
No. But the
I
story.
feel like it'd be kind of cringe if it was a show.
Yeah, because they'd have to
Yeah.
show you an awful lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it'd be one of those like HBO cringe,
Yeah, like the
kind of like the Velma show.
Yeah, I was
or
gonna say
something.
that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because at least with a game, like you can open the social media thing and like scroll through it at your own will. And
Do it at your own
also
pace.
my controller, I had to rebind some of the keys to like actual keyboard
Oh,
keys.
I didn't use controller.
Yeah, controller is one of the complaints people have
You
because
know what's weird?
they didn't map every key. Like the map key didn't work, and so I had to map that to like the tab button. It was really weird.
I started it on my Steam Deck and I couldn't open the map. I didn't realize there was a map.
Oh.
Yeah,
And so, and I didn't realize there was a social media until I actually downloaded it on my computer to play through the rest of it. And then I can open. I had like free reign for everything. I was like, oh, I
wonder
didn't
if-
even know this was a thing.
I wonder
Mhm.
if that contributes why you couldn't get through that section as easy as we could.
Which one?
You know,
How long did you walk? Like,
I just held D, or is it S?
because I tried walking through him. Like I was just holding it, and they were both walking in place. And they never
I
went through.
played that section on my Steam Deck,
Oh, okay.
so I had my stick.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if
I don't know how long it took to push through the crowd there, but it was weird because one of the times Satan like walked past it, and I was like, oh well, I can probably get past here now. And then he walked and pushed us back to the spot. I was like, oh, this is so annoying.
There were a couple other, actually the glitch that I was thinking of. You guys didn't do this one because you didn't help Asmodeus with helping getting his wife back.
Mhm.
You know the elevator that you take to get up to the top.
Mm-hmm.
You never got to the island.
No.
But basically there's an elevator and I went into the elevator and it went all the way to the top, but the lady didn't get into the elevator. And so I couldn't get out once I got to the top, so I had to
Oh.
reload and I had to redo that whole section.
Yeah, I can't stand when that happens.
It was really annoying.
Like, just expect some bugs going into it.
Yeah.
But the story is fun
Yeah. Good
and
little game.
ridiculous. Like, you
Mhm.
don't take it seriously, and then
Yeah.
you'll have fun with it.
Wait till it goes on sale or something and then pick it up.
If there was like a bundle on Humble Bundle or something that came with the Oxenfree games and this one, it's worth playing.
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anything else?
It pretty much covers everything.
KZ says 19.9K.
We're about to
subs.
hit 20K. Like
Super
we're like
close.
9 subs away or 8. Can't
Oh,
remember
wow.
what it is.
Starting up a new round of content pretty soon, so keep an
Yeah.
eye out for that.
More consistent.
Yep.
Yeah, so I think that's going to be it. Thanks for watching Cubold Cast. We'll see you in the next episode.